Yeah, before I get into this video, because I know it's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. Before I get into this, I know people gonna say, "Oh, this is stuff," and have a problem with it. Hey, man, y'all still ain't apologized to me about getting the Munguia and Berlanga situation right with Canelo last year. But in this situation with Terence Crawford, he's still an option for this Canelo thing. Like, as much as people don't want to realize it, Canelo is still in a situation where he doesn't have a lot of options, man. I mean, in in the case he's in right now, he needs to be kind of happy he has Crawford's name around, because the state that boxing is in right now, you don't have a lot to choose from. And like I said, Berlanga and Munguia was a choice last year, and a lot of people kind of overlooked that. And a lot of people didn't take them serious as contenders to even fight Canelo. A lot of people thought the Benavidez thing was a done deal. So I think it's the same kind of way in this Terence Crawford situation. You just gotta follow whatever's going on. And right now, I'm hearing a lot of stuff around Terence Crawford. Saying he has an injury now. He's fighting after May. They already know when he can return, and I think it's just a lot of stuff that's leading towards maybe hinting that he possibly could fight Canelo next. And I mean, if he doesn't, he doesn't. But right now, there's no other options right now. You got Eubanks, who Canelo said he's definitely not. See, this is the weird situation right here. Canelo was in a situation with Eubanks where he was negotiating the fight, but he didn't actually get far in negotiations. And Canelo's kind of like, nah, I'm not ever negotiating with him again. I guess the trainer said that. And a lot of people didn't pick up on that. But Canelo's been in negotiations where Terence Crawford has been included, or his name has been involved in negotiations. So this isn't the first time that, if I said that Turki Al-Sheikh and these guys were trying to negotiate something right now, it wouldn't be the first time. Actually, Eddie Reynoso has admitted that Terence Crawford's name was in negotiations before. 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago. He's admitted out of his own words, Terence Crawford has been included in negotiations as far as the fight. This is before Berlanga's name was also mentioned, because back then Berlanga's name wasn't being mentioned. So I told y'all Berlanga's name mentioned in the Canelo talks before Reynoso did, because Reynoso was talking about more so maybe Benavidez but Crawford, and I think later on he said Eubanks down the line after the Munguia fight, but that was way down the line, probably like August or something, July, August. But just keep that in mind as I'm telling you this. But there's not a lot of options. I know a lot of people say Janovic and everything else. Yeah, Janovic could be an option. Is he the best 160? I don't know that. Like I said, I really don't know that. I don't know if he's the best 160 right now. The 160s he has fought. What's the best 160 he fought? Denzel Bentley. So you can't really say as far as that situation. But Canelo, he's still staying in the mix. He needs one big name right now to kind of go out there and solidify what he has going on. And Terence Crawford would be a good option. I think what Madrimov is going to do over the next couple of months, that can kind of help catapult and solidify with the win that Canelo gets. Because a lot of people are saying, well, it's just a guy who's going up 2 weight classes, and what kind of credit you're going to get. You can get a lot of credit if the guy that Terence Crawford defeats keeps putting in work, and then Terence Crawford, he already has a name for himself. So, I mean, it'll be a bigger win than the Charlo win. I know that. I know you'll get more credit for that win. You definitely will. You get more credit for beating Terence Crawford than you will Charlo. So, I don't even know why that's even a question. And for this to even be like still an option this late in the game, it says a lot about how serious a lot of this stuff is. Because if it wasn't really serious, it wouldn't even be talked about. But the last option for this fight is to happen in May. If it doesn't happen in May, it's not going to happen at all. I don't even want to talk about this, to be honest with you, as far as being serious, but looks that way. Looks that way. Not no guarantee though, but it looks that way. It's not a super guarantee, but it looks that way. And all parties involved can benefit from it. As I said before, like a guy like Pacheco, he's trying to fight at 68, and he's a huge opponent. Tall guy too. I think he's like a 6'4". So it's gonna be a lot of difficult opponents for a guy like Canelo at 68, especially with the height and size he has. So maybe fighting Crawford would be closer to your advantage than actually fighting these tall guys with a lot of power. 6'4". I don't know if Canelo fought a guy that tall. 6'3" maybe. 6'4". Hold on, how tall is Smith? Is Smith 6'4"? I don't know. I think Kovalev's probably like 6'3", 6'2". I think he's that tall. Yeah, but this is a good situation to be in right now. These guys are trying to find some big time fights. I mean, Crawford could definitely jump in the mix at 154. But if he can fight Canelo right now, why not? Why not? He's not gonna be fighting for a while, so if Canelo can kind of get some interest over the next couple of months, that could be a huge fight for both of these guys. That could solidify a legacy just all around. Just a big time fight, action packed. Let Canelo get one last tough fight out of him. Because I think the Benavidez thing is kind of leaving. Benavidez is moving up so much. He's talking about cruiserweight right now, so it's gonna be a tough option. But don't be surprised you hear more about this Canelo and Crawford situation. That's all I'm gonna say.